Hi and welcome back. My name's Tiffany. This is the third video in a series of videos about creating a Google My Business account. Now, the first video we talked about why it was important to have one. The second video we talked about how to set it up and create the account. Now I want to show you how to get into your account, different things you can do to optimize it. Okay. So when you're on your Google search screen, remember you need to be logged into the same Gmail account that you set it up with. So let's look up here at the top where you see the different accounts. You're logged into the correct account, right? We'll see this little waffle grid right here. It looks like the old school 9 numbers for dialing or something. Okay. When you click on that, that opens up. You see this when you're on Google. You see this when you're in your Gmail account. You see those little 9 dots. Look, scroll through. This is all your Google applications. So you can go to your Docs, your Google Slides. You can go to Gmail from here, your Google Calendar. You might have to scroll through a little bit, but you want to go to Google My Business. Okay. And as I said in the last slide, I manage a few different locations for people. So we're going to go to the broker in the Macon office for Angela Taylor. This is the backside of what her Google Knowledge card looks like. Okay. So if I wanted to see what it looked like on a Google search, I could click this button right here. And this shows you how Angela comes up on a Google search. So we have the 10 search results on the left side of the screen, and then this on the right side is her Google Knowledge card. Okay, so this is the back side basically. You know, you have a backside of a website where you can go in and edit things. This is the backside of that knowledge card in your Google My Business account. And remember, you get to it by going to that 9-dot grid that looks like a waffle and scroll into Google My Business. Okay, it's a blue awning. So once you're here, there's a couple things you need to do. If you're brand new and your account is just set up, it's probably going to give you a percentage. Your account is 50% complete, and it will tell you things to do like upload pictures, add business hours, all that. Do everything it asks you to do. As you set up your account more, then you don't see that percentage anymore. You start seeing other things. All right, so this is your home screen. It lets you know always, it takes the past month, whatever, you know, goes 30 days back and lets you know your performance, how many times you've been viewed on Google searches, what the activity is, all that kind of stuff. So let's just, since you can get some insights, let's go on this left-hand menu and go through and look. So insights. This is really cool. It lets you know the way people Google Angela. She comes up when people search apartments near me, when people search real estate. Of course, her name, which is at the top, real estate broker, she comes up. So it lets you know the different ways you come up. Now, look at Angela's pie chart. The green part is how many people, and it's 6 times. 6 times people typed in her name and she came up. They knew who she was, you know, Angela Taylor, that's who I'm looking for. Look at how many times people were just looking for real estate related things and she came up. That's 86% of the time. That's really good. And that's where you want to go. If people already know your name, they're already looking for Angela, they're going to find her, right? Because they know her name, and that's good. And we're glad that Google gave them the result to help them find her quicker. So that's great. But you really want to increase this blue section in your pie chart. You want people to find you. You want people to be able to say real estate agent near me, and you be the one that comes up as the answer. Okay. So then there's a lot of other little information about listings. You know, on the map, she came up on a search 32 times. She came up on a map 24 times. One person visited her website and one person called her as a result of, because it lets you know how many times, you know, people click through to call or go to your website. So it's just interesting. It breaks it down. La, 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 la. Photos, how many times people looked at photos, because you can upload photos. So give some good information, good feedback, and how you want to continue to market yourself. The other really good thing is you get reviews. We talked about Google reviews being gold, okay? So Jessica said, oh my word, you know, gave her a great review. Well, Angela, you know, it was so important for her to respond to that. And in this, if you haven't replied, you can click through. You don't have to say anything over the top. Let's say friends and family give you reviews. Maybe you did not help them buy or sell a home, but they can speak to your character. So they can say, oh my word, Angela is so knowledgeable. She knows so much about contracts. I am amazed at, just how thorough and precise her knowledge is about, the contracts as they relate to real estate. Whatever. They can speak to who you are and what you know. And then even if it's a friend or a family, you always need to respond, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Why do you always respond? This lets Google know you are an active, involved business. You are managing your account. You're doing things. Google likes that. It will help you come up more often the more active you are. So you can look at the ones she's replied to. If she hasn't replied, oh, there's a couple she hasn't replied to. So she could reply to those. Okay. So you can just sort them out real simply like that. Okay, remember when we were setting up your Google Knowledge Card, and you're setting up your Google My Business account, right? And I said, well, if you want to add certain locations, all that, you can do all that right here, okay? So anytime you see a pencil, you just click on that, and it means you can edit it. So Angela is open 9 to 5, okay? I'm not going to change her hours. I don't care what you put your hours as. Some people say they're open 24 hours a day. Some people, do 9 to 5. It doesn't really matter what you choose. That's a personal choice. Just fill in your hours. If you do not have business hours here on the Google My Business, you're not going to come up as often because Google doesn't see you as being a fully fledged business if you haven't posted business hours. Okay. Dates that you were closed because of holidays like 4th of July, things like that. We're closed on Christmas, things like that. So, notice that you can change your, all these things. You can go in, make sure your web address is okay. What's the other thing? All this right here, I'm a manager of this account. I'm not an owner of this account. You are an owner of your account. You are the account creator and the primary owner. So you will see a pencil even here. You can see a pencil at all these things and you can change them. The area served, you will be able to see a pencil, and that's where you'll be able to go in and say, I serve more than one location. Let me show you what else. Google Assistant call, that's ads. You don't want to worry about that. We don't have a store code. Products, services, highlights. Okay, where it says highlights, or you want to talk about your business, this is where, no, oh, yeah, we are veteran-led, woman-led. Whoop, whoop. When it says write a brief description of your business, you've already done this. This is your agent bio. This is your About Me section. You should have this on file and copy and paste it ad nauseum. So everywhere when it says an About Me section or agent bio, this is where you can click and paste it. Now, it only takes 750 characters, so you're going to have to definitely have a shortened version of your About Me or bio, but definitely put that in there and say something about yourself. Once again, you're not going to come up as often on search results without some of these things being filled in. One of which is About Me, your hours that you're open. That's important. Another thing you want to do is your picture. So this is Angela. See? She's got other pictures. That's Angela Nancy. She was at the Global Luxury class, so she has different photos that she's uploaded, right? So when you come in, you can upload different photos yourself. This one is her cover photo, and this one is her logo. You want your face to be your logo, okay? So upload your face as your logo. But then you can, change other ones out. And then if you're not sure, like, okay, I've uploaded that, what does it look? Well, then go back to the home section and view yourself on the Google search and see how all that stuff, how it made it change, okay? So you can do different photos, and then other people could upload photos like closing table photos where the homeowners take pictures too. They could go in then and upload it. Users. Okay, so I'm a site manager for Angela Taylor. She is the primary owner. She's the broker. This is her account. If you want to add somebody, you'll have a little button up here and you can click it and you can add somebody to let them help you manage your account. I help a lot of our agents manage their accounts. I can change out pictures for them, update, their agent bio, things like that. So if you have somebody you want to help them manage your account, you're more than welcome. You can add somebody. You remain the primary owner. I would suggest you making them a manager. So that's photos, reviews, insights, info. We've done that. And then I'll make another video just strictly about how to create posts. And posts are important because you can do posts. And it's not quite like Facebook, but a little bit. And those come up on your Google Knowledge card. See, when we look at Angela, then you can realize these are older posts, but you can look and see that she has posts that she's created, and they're good. So if you had a high-end listing that maybe it's not going to move super fast, it needs more exposure, go ahead and put it on Google. How great would it be if somebody Googled whatever type home for sale, and then Google has that answer right here and can pull that up for them. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to help Google make your information super easy for them to pull and give that answer to somebody. You want to be the answer when somebody puts in a Google search. You want to be, the one that answers their question. So if they're looking for a certain house and you have a post that says, I've got a house, for sale or whatever, you can be the answer to that question. And that's really cool. So we're going to work on posts later. But this is home. These are the different things. You can share your Google My Business profile. So maybe you want people to leave you reviews. You can just copy that link and, like leave me a review here. And that like here is a link button. You could do that. Until your profile has been verified, you won't get that. You can also download the Google My Business app. It's available on both iPhone and Android. And it looks just like this. It's that blue awning with a G. Once you've downloaded the app, you can send contacts a link to review you directly. Like you just pull it up in the little, once you're in the app, you can just shoot people, review links. Before you do that, though, you want to make sure that you're coming up the way you want to. When you click on this View Me on search, you want to make sure that it's coming up exactly the way you want it to come up before you start sending out review links. Okay, so that's how you can change some things. If you have and would like, to really add some stuff to make it better. And always, 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 if you have the app, you can always respond to your reviews. And that is so, 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 so important to respond to reviews, to get reviews and then respond to them. So if you have the app, that makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about logging back onto your computer. You can do it right from your phone. So that's a little bit more about how to flesh out your Google My Business account. Next video, we're going to talk about how to do those posts and how, like if you have a home you really want to feature, how to create a post for it with a link to its showcase page. All right, so tune in to the next video as we learn a little bit more about Google My Business. Thanks.